Hello, every citizens of the democratic free world. This is your host of South Korea COVERT, Dr. Choi Sung-hwan, broadcasting from Seoul, Korea, to provide and satisfy all your curiosities about the most media attention-gathering topics in South Korea currently. Today's topic is about the second P4G Summit hosted by South Korea. P4G is a leading global acceleration event for market-based partnership in developing countries based around the theme on an inclusive green recovery towards carbon neutrality will boost market-based partnerships and rally high-level political and private sector action to invest in P4G and scale these innovative solutions in P4G partner countries and beyond. The P4G Summit will be a stepping stone to COP26 in building back better and greener in this decade of action. It provides a global opportunity for countries to step up their ambitions and show the alignment of P4G partnerships with global action agenda. Like a Freudian slip, South Korea's so-called President Moon Jae-in unconsciously wants to exchange South Korea's capital, Seoul, with North Korea's capital, Pyeongyang. It seems to be a brilliant idea, since Seoul is so overcrowded, densely populated, and the air is thick compared to the clean and sparsely populated Pyongyang. A well-organized metropolis is Pyongyang. Pyongyang might not be called a metropolis, but its size and the function of the city is a matter of the highest priority in North Korea. Seoul, the capital of South Korea, is one of the cities with the highest population density in the whole world. The population density of Seoul in 2019 reached about 15.9 thousand population per square kilometer. Interestingly, Seoul's population density is almost twice that of New York City, 4 times higher than Los Angeles, and 8 times higher than the density of Rome. On the other hand, North Korean capital Pyongyang and its affiliated quarters are larger than Seoul, and it boasts its pleasant and residential environment. Amazingly, Pyongyang's air is relatively bright and clear in spite of its vicinity to the northeastern area of China, which is a chimney of the world, the smokestack of the world. South Korean President Moon Jae-in announces the Seoul Declaration after completing the 2-day P4G Seoul Summit at Dongdaemun Design Plaza. Dongdaemun Design Plaza in Seoul on May 31st, 2021. He did in a declaration, global leaders committed to efforts to achieve carbon neutrality, in Korean a 녹색성장과 글로벌 목표 2030을 위한 연대, partnering for green growth and global goals 2030. And this following is a full text of Seoul Declaration adopted Monday by participants in the second P4G Summit hosted by South Korea. It's too long, and so thus I abridged it. In the year of 2018, first, A successful inaugural P4G Summit was previously held on 19th to 20th October 2018. More than 800 participants from all over the world convened in Copenhagen, Denmark, at the first ever P4G Summit to develop and scale public-private partnerships for sustainable development goals, so-called SDGs, and the Paris Climate Agreement. I'll put the full text under my video. In the view of a green growth and carbon neutrality, it doesn't seem to be a bad idea to exchange South Korea's capital Seoul with North Korea's capital Pyeongyang. Moon's wish was directly and clearly reflected in P4G Seoul Summit at Dongdaemun Design Plaza in Seoul on May 21st, 2021's fantastic video performances for the opening ceremony as follows. So let's look into this Korean government-owned KBS, Korea Broadcast Station, news broadcast for a minute or so, and I'll continue my story.
네, 그런데 이 서울 녹색미래 정상회의 P4G 개회식 영상에 서울이 아닌 평양 위성사진이 쓰여 논란이 되고 있습니다. 행사 준비기획단은 제작사의 실수였다며 영상을 수정해 공개했습니다. 보도에 범기영 기자입니다.
어제 생중계된 서울 녹색미래 정상회의 개회식에서 상영된 영상입니다. 약자인 P4G의 자세한 행사명에 이어 개최 도시인 서울을 소개합니다. 남산 서울타워와 광화문 2층 누각, 한강 전경이 소개된 뒤 지구 전체 모습으로 줌아웃됩니다. 그런데 위성사진을 자세히 보면 평양 대동강에 있는 섬 능라도에서 화면 효과가 시작됩니다. 정상급 행사에서 나온 실수인데다 개최도시 서울을 부각하는 장면에서 하필 평양이 노출됐다는 점에서 논란이 일었습니다. P4G 정상회의 준비기획단은 편집 과정에서 정확하지 않은 위성지도가 삽입됐다면서 오류를 인정했습니다. 글로벌 리더들의 참여를 부각시키기 위해 한반도를 중심으로 지구로 뻗어나가는 효과를 활용하는 과정에서 시작점의 위성사진 위치가 잘못 표현됐다는 겁니다. 준비기획단은 또 오류는 행사 직전까지 영상을 편집, 수정하는 과정에서 제작사 실수로 발생했다면서 해당 오류를 인지한 뒤 수정 편집했다고 밝혔습니다. 정부나 청와대가 아니라 제작사의 책임이 있음을 분명히 한 겁니다. 하지만 야권은 정부가 대대적으로 홍보한 다자 정상회의에서 있을 수 없는 외교 참사가 벌어졌다며 강하게 비판했습니다. KBS 뉴스 범기영입니다.
Actually, the island in the river, the Hangang, the Yeouido was the target of the video, but it ridiculously was replaced by Neunglado of Pyeongyang, Daedonggang. Of course, the Neunglado area of Pyeongyang is in the bustle of development also, but the Yeouido of Hangang is a monumental symbol of the start of the modernization of Seoul itself and Korea itself in the 1970s, formerly being used as a strategic airstrip nearest to central Seoul in the Japanese occupation and Korean War eras, to be precise, about 1920s to 1960s. Yeouido lies in the middle of Seoul and is called Manhattan, and also the Wall Street of Korea, and the National Assembly building of the Republic of Korea also locates there. Even the most expensive expensive gas stations are located in Yeouido, not in the rich Gangnam districts. They are in Yeouido. Why is the government and the Korean broadcasting station KBS system denying the truth by stating that it was an absurd blunder made by a visual image production subcontractor? Does not the official steps of the government checked out thoroughly and ran through rehearsals before it was open to the public? P4G was an international meeting, not a domestic one. Moreover, a summit meeting, transmission to the whole world in real time. They really did a good job in an excellent manner, but the government-run broadcast station firmly insisting this happening was a Blue Rose episode. Why aren't they open and honest? Changing capital cities seem to me as a fresh idea to arouse attention on population and carbon consumptions in South Korea. Why are the opposition parties blaming this artistic reverse psychological method? Inflexible general public of Korean people might not possess the humor and the sense to perceive such metaphors, sarcasms, or ironies. Yes, and irony which Moon Jae-in's regime is trying to justify all contradictions, a gloomy comedy. The South Korean citizens are destined to suffer and undergo until the Moon's regime gives up its breast. Thank you for watching our new video. The South Korea COVERT is making an effort to send messages to the rest of the world on what the South Korea's Moon Jae-in regime is desperate to hide. Please press like and subscribe for us to make more valuable South Korean news for you. See you again, and thank you very much. This was Choi Song-an, your host, South Korea COVERT. Goodbye.